Now let's just do this, and there should be also sound on your end. Yeah, I can see it in the OBS, so let's hope you have some sounds. You have some sound. Yeah, what a nice music. And we hit continue since this game autosaves for us. And we should be, yeah, right at the very beginning of the choices. So I don't remember which events lead to KOIKOI, but I know that Taiga and Ilya are the first characters, so I think we'll prioritize them over anyone else. So that's why we're gonna do the Taiga event. Did they redid the sprites work for the characters? I think they did, because they, in my memory, they didn't look like that. They looked a bit, I don't know, chibier. Like they were smaller and they were a bit fatter. Or it can be just my resolution on my end that changed, or the fact that they went full screen also changed it. Well, anyway, let's do it. So, well, I have some time, so I'll clean my room. It shouldn't be much work. I don't actually own a lot. That's smart, not owning a lot, and so cleaning is easier. I do the same thing. I tend to keep a really minimalist feel in my living space. It makes it really easier to clean. Though I cheat sometimes and I keep stuff in boxes, and those boxes, they're not really organized either. But it's quite easy when I need to pass the broom over here. So strangely, my things have piled up day by day. It's like having a rabbit that gives birth to a litter every time you take your eyes off it. No, that's... You see, that's why you need a routine, because the instant you stop it, then it's when everything piles up and becomes cluttered. So never break your routine, even if you don't have the time for it. Do it anyway. Future you is gonna thank you for it. I know the cause. I know it very well. There's nothing I can do to stop it. Yeah, let's vacuum this. But I already know if I get out the vacuum... But I already know that if I get out the vacuum cleaner, I'll want to vacuum the neighboring rooms and won't be content until I've covered the entire building. Me, I'm not like that. I'll do a room and that's it. If I don't use the other room, it can go to hell. This is supposed to be relaxing. Oh, sorry about that. I don't need to draw the line and stop somewhere. Just mute this so it doesn't bother when I'm reading. Sorry about that. My apologies. I push the vacuum cleaner around. I found the cause of the increasing stuff, or rather the hoarding. Yeah, she seems like a hoarder. Yeah, she well, she saved your life, buddy. Because if she wasn't hoarding that military poster in the first game, you'd be dead, killed by Lancer again. So you should thank her for hoarding stuff. Just as I was wondering what she brought today.
ありゃ？シロ何してるの？
掃除しようと思って。
了解。じゃあ後のことはよろしく。
Or you're getting some vacuuming noises, or they're gonna cheap out on that.
ちょいと待て。
don't just drop a box of junk in my room and then leave.
それはなんだ、藤根。
だってほらシローが冬眠するときに必要かなと思って。
Well, he does become a bear in Grand Order, so yeah, that's valid. Haha, do I look like I'm really that type? Well, not now, but in 10 years, in 16 years, you're gonna be that type. Also, junk wouldn't help someone hibernate.
藤根、この部屋は俺のねぐらであって、ビーバーのダムか何かじゃない。いや、むしろカラスの巣の方が的確か。
Huh, Beaver's Dam, that's Beaver's Dam in Japanese also. Interesting. That,
言われてみればそっくりね。
interesting that the Japanese don't have a word for dam originally in their language. Beaver, that's explainable, but yeah, that's weird. It does look like one, now that you mention it.
けどシロー、最近のカラスはバカにできないわよ。バイタリティあふれるワイルドぶりで洗濯物のハンガーでも巣を作るんだから。
Huh, they even use hangers in their nests. That reminds me of a puzzle game. Pros are supposed to be smart, but they're adaptable too.
まあそれはともかく。
I have no idea what that reference is. A crow puzzle game. It went over my head. My bedroom is not a storage place. The shed in the yard has already turned into one of Fujine's storerooms. I won't let her take over this space too. I wish she'd build a nest in her own house.
もしや、俺の部屋で冬眠する気か、藤根。
Yo, buddy, you already have 2 rooms because you sleep more in the shed than any other place, if I recall correctly. So she's kind of right to. She has a point in using your room as storage space.
トラって冬眠したっけ？
クマは冬眠するけども、どうかな。しない気がする。
Nah, they don't. They live in hot climes, so in hot climates, so they don't need to actually hibernate. And besides, why does she refer to herself as a tiger? Doesn't she hate that? That's Fujine, you're starting to interiorize the bullying. You should you should stop. Is she saying she'd hibernate if she found out that tigers do? Actually, I can imagine her trying to pull it off.
いいよね、冬眠できる動物は。冬の間ずーっと穴蔵で寝ていればいいんだから、ちょっと憧れてみたり。
冬眠って秋にはたくさん食わないといけないし、春先はガリガリになるし。
それっていわゆる一つの天高く馬こゆる秋に食欲の限りを尽くして、おまけに春先にはダイエットも達成ってこと？
That's really close to bulimia. That's dangerous space you're walking into. Man, I sometimes wish she'd hand over some of whatever it is she keeps her so upbeat. He wants that.
ますますしたくなってきたわね、冬眠。
He wants that stuff too.
仕事どうするんだよ。
冬眠休暇制度はないか。
Just use your paid time off during winter break. And then bury yourself under the kotatsu. I hear it turns people into lazy bums.
で、藤音。それは柿の段ボールに見えるけど、どんなガラクタが入ってるんだ？
え？柿に決まってるじゃない、白。
Well, I suppose. Wait, no. Are they actually persimmons?
ここまで持ってくるのは大変だったわよ。
ご苦労様。で、なんで俺の部屋に？
台所が手狭だったから適当に置き場所探してたのよ。でもほら、誰もいないところに置いて忘れられちゃうともったいないじゃない。ならシローの部屋がちょうどいいかなーって。
はあ、そうですか。けど藤音、前は今にドドーンとみかんとかスイカとか置いてたじゃないか。
そうなんだけどね、最近はセーバーちゃんとかさくらちゃんとかいるし、散らかしちゃ悪いじゃない。
実に素晴らしい心遣いですがその思いやりがどうしてここには適用されないのか。えい。
I use the vacuum cleaner as a tool to open the box. Inside, I see rows of bright, glossy persimmons.
シローが冬眠するならやっぱり餌がいるかなって。
いや、俺はしないから。またこれ藤村組のお裾分けなのか？
そうそう、もううちにドドドーンって。
They must have really gotten a big shipment then. For whatever reason, they don't get so much fruit every season that I wonder if they're bound for some farmer's market. Oh, sorry. For whatever reason, they get so much fruit every season that I wonder if they're bound for some farmer's market. Grandpa Raiga once said it was the price for being part of the family.
あれくらいあるんなら軒先で干し柿にしようかってほど。
干し柿は渋柿だぞ。それを生で送りつけるのはどんな嫌がらせだ。
Anyway, we have 2 boxes of persimmons. I pick one up and find that it's rather ripe and plump.
俺、早々に食い切らないとまずいな。
でしょでしょ。もうあっちは朝に柿、昼に柿、夜に柿の柿の大盤振る舞いでさ、シローにもこの秋の風情をお裾分けしてあげたいという温かいお姉ちゃんの配慮なわけ。
Consider it. Rather than dumping what you can't finish on me, huh? Uh-huh. Still, they aren't bad as far as persimmons go. Actually, they are great quality.
もったいないな、このまま傷むのは。
大丈夫じゃないの？みんなで手分けすればあっという間になくなるわよ。
みかんでもノルマがあったけど、今度は柿か。桃と梨は早くなくなったんだけどな。
I recall the assortment of fruits that have gone through our house. They have a lot more. We have a lot more people to consume than half a year ago, and they should go quickly.
これからみかんとりんごが待ち構えてるのにね。セーバーちゃんならたくさん食べそうだし。
リンゴと柿は料理に使えるからなんとかなるかな。とにかくこれ別の場所に持ってくぞ。
So I actually had persimmons before, and they're pretty nice, pretty sweet. But I never had them cooked. I just had them raw. Yeah, but thinking about what he said, persimmons and apple, like an apple and persimmons pie, that should be something that's pretty good actually. I'll see if I can make it, or if there are recipes online for it. Sounds pretty good. I can clean my room with these in the way. The room on the north side is open, so I can't just set it down in the hall around here.
一箱くらいシローの冬眠よ。
そんなにたくさんいらないってば。ほら藤姉も。
わかったわよ。よっこらしょ。
Is Is that the end of the event already? So no one here. So we'll go into town. The exclamation points are main story progress, but we are not looking for that because we want to play KOIKOI. So we're gonna look for new, if I remember correctly. Okay. So we have no new events. Those are the optional events, the new ones, labeled new. So if the choice is between Lancer and Caster, we're gonna go for Caster because I like her more than Lancer. Sorry about that. Lancer fans, don't kill me. But but she's my favorite Stay Night servant, so gonna go see Caster. And R.I.P. to her voice actress, by the way. That's unusual. Caster's just standing there, seemingly lost in thought. Good timing. There's no one else around, so I'll ask her about the restarted Holy Grail War. Caster settled down for now, but she did cast a bounded field on the entire town before. I should make sure she isn't up to no good again, even if it's unlikely. So I think that over here, because we're just starting the game, there's no choice in between that. But if I remember correctly, after that sentence, there's like eventually after each loop, there's gonna be more stuff we can ask her. Should make sure she isn't up to no good again, even if it's unlikely.
キャスター、ちょっと話をしていいか?
She removes her gloomy hood and shoots me an icy look.
何かしら。あなたの方から話しかけてくる以上、いい話ではないでしょうけど。
I kind of feel sad that I won't get to hear her voice again. That's only in the older stuff. I really like the way she says "boya." That makes me feel feel things. I feel like she's on her guard. She was so sociable when I ran into her in town, but now it's like she's back to half a year ago.
いいか悪いかはあんた次第だ。単刀直入に聞くけど、最近裏で何かやってないか？こう禁欲的な寺の生活でストレス溜まってつい昔の癖が戻ったとか。
We seem to have gotten off on the wrong foot, so I tried to phrase it directly without offending Caster.
面白いことを聞くのね、坊や。何？こんなところで話しかけてくるなんて。誰にも見つからず殺されて埋められたりしたいのかしら？
間違えた。最近街の様子がおかしいことに心当たりはありませんか？
Sorry, Mom, you scared me straight. The most cunning strategist of the servant flashes me a devilish smile, showing me she hasn't lost her edge after 6 months of domestic life after all. Lesson learned.
初めからそう言いなさい。それと、ストレスなんて溜まっていません。
It's like hearing a drunk person insist they're not drunk. I sure hope things are okay at the Ryudo temple.
そっか。けど、たまには運動してみるのもいいもんださ。マラソンとか、竜道寺の階段を往復したりとか、アインツベルンの森で火力演習したりとか。
The mountain woods would be a more than sufficient proving ground for Caster to blow off some steam. Plus, Berserker might be even willing to play around for a mock battle.
心遣いは感謝するわ。けど、わざわざ森に出る必要もなくてよ。ここでも軽い運動はできるもの。まあ、走り回るのは私じゃなく、あなたになるでしょうけど。
Uh-oh. We are really getting off on the wrong foot. At this rate, the war will really just repeat itself. I should stick to business.
いや、ストレス発散の話はまた今度にしよう。で、街の様子のことなんだけど。
心当たりはないわね。街の様子がおかしいことは気づいているけれど、その意図も原理も私の知るところではないし、興味もありませんから。
そうか。まあ、すぐにわかるなんて思ってなかったけど。
If I ask Castor, it might not take her much effort to figure out exactly what's happening. The Holy Grail War has restarted. All of the servants are present. And I have this odd sense of déjà vu.
まあ、それはいいとして。
Déjà vu, sorry.
キャスターはこの件には関わってないってことでいいんだよな。
ええ。信じる信じないはあなた次第ですけどね。
信じるよ。キャスター、いろいろと企み事はするけど、嘘は言わないだろ。
Actually, Castor never lies. I wonder if it's her idea of virtue or fairness.
キャスターは今の状況には何の関心もないと。関心がないってことは他のサーバントとやり合う気はないってことだよな。
当然でしょ。得るものがないのに魔力を消費するなんて魔術師にあるまじき行為ですもの。それはあなたにも。いいえ、坊やにはそんな観念はなかったわね。
Castor chuckles. I can tell she's making fun of me, but not in a mean-spirited way. She sounds bright and cheerful. Anyway, it's clear she has no intention of helping me figure this out. She might even prefer things to stay as they are.
わかったよ。要するに、あんたは何もしないんだな。
ええ。坊やには悪いけど、私は一切介入しない。聖杯戦争を再開させた犯人を探すというのなら、自分一人でおやりなさい。
Sounds about right.
あら、あっさりと納得するのね。あなたのことだから、頭を下げてお願いしてくると思ったのに。
いくら俺でも無理なことは頼まないよ。キャスター、調べる気はないんだろ？なら自分でやるさ。それでどうしようもなくなったらまた来るから。その時はコンクラベだ。
Then I'll just have to do whatever it takes to persuade her, as she just alluded to. Huh. Was she looking forward to turning me down? Castor looks disappointed.
あなた、大丈夫？気づかないうちに衰弱死する呪いでもかけられたんじゃない？らしくないわ。いつものしつこさはどうしたのよ。
Gotta hand it to a world-renowned witch. When it comes to being a warrior heart, she's on a different level than Tosaka. Actually, if she wanted to make me give up, I wish she'd just use some of her broad magical repertoire to neutralize and hypnotize me. It feels like a waste to weaken me with verbal discouragement. Anyway.
呪いなんてかけられていないよ。あんた以外にそんなことできるやつはいないだろ。それよりさ、あんたから見ると俺はやっぱり目障りだったんだな。
I say what I think without any ill intent behind it. Once again, Castor looks taken aback. She sighs, looking like my remark threw her off balance.
まったく、何を言い出すかと思えば今更でしょうね。ええ、はっきり言って坊やは目障りよ。あなたは勝者で私たちは敗者ですもの。どう落ち着いたところで敗れた時の屈辱は忘れがたいわ。それにあなたがいると私は安心できない。 聖杯戦争の勝者もあなたの青臭い正義感も気分が悪い時には見たくないわね。
Caster's hostility is genuine. I really do annoy her. Still though, she doesn't dislike me for her own sake. I can see that she's wary of me for a different reason. I've gotten a good look at what that is already, so I just nod. No need to get hung up.
せいぜい気をつけなさい坊や。一人でいる時にあなたを見かけるとね、いっそ握りつぶしてやろうと思うこともあるわ。セイバーがいる以上、そんなことはできないのだけど。
嘘つけ。セイバーの報復が怖くて手を緩める性格じゃないだろう、あんたは。周りに手を出さないのはそれ以上に大事なものがあるからだ。
Like her peaceful life at Ryudo Temple, for example.
勝手に言ってなさい。いいこと？あなたがあと少しでも汚い人間になったら、その時は容赦なく借りを返してあげるわ。自己嫌悪で死にたくなったのなら、欲望に負けて堕落なさいな。私がとろけるように殺してあげてよ。
The extraordinary witch smirks. We really can get along after all. She's all but declare war on me, even after claiming she doesn't want to fight.
この辺りが潮時か。と、あと一つ教えてくれるかな。今の街の様子って別に害はないんだろ？で、これから悪化することってあるか？
害もないし悪化することもないわ。それは私が保証してあげる。そう、こんなもの一時の夢ですもの。最後まで何も起こらず元通りになるだけ。
So, well, she knows that it's a dream, but does she also know that in reality, like, she's probably dead? So is her master. Because they have to die in every route, so even if they merge all the timeline together. I don't think... I think she's a product of the dream. She's not in the actual reality of what happens. Good. I'll continue my investigation the old-fashioned way. It's enough to know that Caster isn't involved and has no plans to do so.
じゃあな。次は機嫌がいい時に声をかけるよ。
そうなさい。私もセイバーとライダーの2人を敵に回すのは避けたいわ。それと一つだけ忠告してあげる。いい？夜の教会には近づいちゃダメよ。あれはあなたの手に負える相手じゃないわ。
What a helpful hint. But I think we'll have to go. Anyway, we'll have to ignore her. She puts on her hood and leaves. Oh, did she take it off during our conversation just to be nice? Yeah, we also got an achievement. Don't really care about those personally. As evening falls, I start preparing dinner. I glance outside to see that the sun is already down. Sorry. They say daytimes are short this time of year, so I'd better stay sharp if I want to enjoy the sunset.
シロ、お風呂洗っといたわよ。使ってないバスタオルどこ？
セイバーに聞いてくれ。洗濯物の片付けはセイバーの仕事。
That's nice that Taiga cleaned the bathroom. She doesn't just freeload in the house. She actually does tasks. I answer while beating a rhythm with my kitchen knife. I can hear the bustle of multiple people behind me in the living room.
先輩、お醤油切れてます。
商店街まで買い出しに行ってきますね。
もう遅いし、買い出しは明日にしよう。藤年地からちょっと分けてもらえばいいよ。イリア、さくらと一緒に。
Oh, Ilya's not here. She invades the house with Fujine in the morning, but she's often absent in the evening. If she does show up, it's usually suddenly after dinner when we're all relaxing.
では私が同伴しましょう。今朝の話もある。夜道の一人歩きは危険です。
セイバー、ああ、そりゃ助かる。ライダーが行くと藤年とこの若い衆さんが怖がるからな。ささっと行って帰ってきてくれ。
Saber and Sakura let me know that they heard me. They can take an empty glass bottle and cheerfully head off to visit the Fujimura group.
シロ、調理中にすまないのですが。
Rather comes in to support the two depart. Rather comes in as the other two depart. Sorry about that. Rather doesn't show up in the living room until 7 o'clock sharp. She reads in her room all day until then. I think I'm gonna put my glasses because I seem to have trouble saying ins. Is that better? I don't know.
はいよ、何？
シロの留守中、ゴシップの定期購入をしろと見知らぬ人物が訪ねてきました。断ったのですが、まだ諦めない。取ってくれるまで毎日来ると不屈の闘志を燃やしているのです。率直に言って、あれは敵とみなして良いのでしょうか？
Yeah, do it.
いいな、断じてみなしてはいけない。
No, do it. Because people would die. Be kind to people and yourself. Ryder's a patient person, but she doesn't waste time categorizing people as friends or enemies. Yeah, but you know, door-to-door salesmen, those are the fucking annoying. They show up every single time you don't want them to show up. Like you're busy with something and bam, they show up at the most inopportune of moments. That's fucking them and Jehovah Witnesses. Oh boy, those are the fucking worst. Like nowadays we live in the information age. We live in the numeric age. Just fucking send me an email I can easily set to spam. So don't bother me. Don't come to bother me in person. This person's an enemy, that person's a friend. She's absolutely fast at putting people into boxes. Saber's somewhat like that, though not really. Saber's definition of friends and enemies is broad, but once she decides you're on the wrong side, she doesn't hold back.
わかりました。自信はありませんが、明日もおとなしく彼の話を聞いています。
無理に付き合う必要ないぞ。新聞ならもう撮ってるって言えば3ヶ月はやってこないからその方向で。もしくはさくらを呼べば即時解決。
さくらですか？しかし、ああいった手合いはさくらも苦手だと思いますが。
苦手なものって克服できるらしい。さくらの新聞勧誘の交わし方はすごいぞ。見ているこっちが怖くなるぐらい。
Yeah, she really is the perfect wife. She leads them on into throwing their other subscriptions and add-ons, but then she turns them down at the very end. And her smiles when she says, "I'll call the police if you don't leave," is too shocking for any man to hear. To bear, sorry. It's an aggressive defense on par with a Kyoto woman offering you bubuzuke in order to get you out of their hair. I don't know what bubuzuke is. I have no idea. I'm gonna look it up, however, right now. Bubuzuke. What's Bubuzuke? It looks like it's a dish made from algae. Yeah. Oh no, it's tea. Yeah, it's like tea poured onto rice, I think. Okay. I don't know. Well, the reference went over my head, but I don't know. Is it because like it's fucking tasty, or it tastes bad, or it's I have no idea. Leave it. Tell me. Tell me if you know.
なるほど。日頃温和な分、本気で怒らせてはいけないというのは理解できます。ところで、そのさくらはどこに？
セイバーと一緒に藤村組だ。すぐ帰ってくるから、藤姉とテレビでも見ててくれ。
盛り付けの手伝いはしなくてよろしいのですか？
いや、気持ちだけで十分。今日は大皿一枚で事足りるから。
Ryder gives me a quick bow and heads back to the living room.
ライダーさん何するのよ。せっかく手に入れた伝説のラケットレインボーガンデムのお披露目なのに。
What the fuck?
すみません。こちらのニュースが見たかったもので。
Yeah. Well, can catch those.
明確すぎてもはや理由になってね。
I stand with Taiga. You can catch those any fucking time. But series, no, that's especially in 2004. That's not. There's no Netflix. There's no. Well, there was YouTube, but no one was gonna upload the whole episodes onto YouTube. So yeah, I stand with Taiga. Switching to the news, that's no, don't do that.
なんでよ。退屈しないわよそのアニメ。ラケットのくせにフロッピーとかピザとかレーザー砲を内包したマッド兵器とか使ってね、もう面白いとかつまらないとか超越した次元の作品なんだから。
Ryder nods expressionlessly along to Fujine's explanation while watching the news. According to her, reading is a key part of her lifestyle, but TV is purely a hobby.
しかし、なんだな。
Our house is really lively now. Imagine how much noisier it's gonna get once we all sit down for dinner. It's past 9 p.m. after dinner. Dinner ended without any major incidents, and everyone returned to their own rooms. It's still too early to sleep, and how should I enjoy the rest of my time? We're not gonna go investigate because that's gonna kill us. Oh no, wait, it's new. But I think it's gonna kill us regardless at night, and this advances. So this skips, I think, the day. This kills us, if I remember correctly. And this advances the plot, but we have no choice. Ah, no, we have a shed moment. So we're gonna skip Saber and go for the shed. I walk to the shed. There isn't anything I need to fix urgently. I just feel like going there. I sit cross-legged on the usual sheet and look aimlessly around the room.
さて。
It's been long enough. I can't really think of anything to do, so I'll go back to my room and sleep. But why did I come to the shed at night? Because it was a free event that wasn't gonna advance the plot. That's why. The day is over. I lie down, splay out my arms and legs, and let the fatigue overcome my body. My mind sinks into the calming numbness of sleep. I feel so free. It's a bad omen, so I can't trust the break in my consciousness. Sleep is the rite of passage to end one day and begin the next. Everyone returns to the hollow of memory. I sink and relax into the abyss. So that line is also a double meaning, I think, because if I recall correctly, didn't mean anything. I was saying because at night he becomes Avenger, but I actually remembered that Avenger is actually, putting on a play is multiple characters at the same time, so that's just our perspective, I think. But it doesn't mean anything. I sing and relax into the abyss.
さて、明日は何をしたもんかな。
There's a lot to think about and do, but I can't decide tomorrow. For now, I commend myself on a good day work. Program plagiarism. Oof. What a title. So school. Oh, I don't know. Do we still have Lancer over here? No, we have Saber. School. So is it? No, I don't think it's Rider, because I think it's. I don't remember actually which one unlocked KOIKOI, but I think this one is a step toward it. But Saber is over there with an event that I can. That doesn't advance the plot. Let's try the school. Yeah, that doesn't sound. That sounds like a KOIKOI requirement. Hey there, Makidera. It's a day off at school, so there's not many people. I hear the brass band club play in the distance with other kinds of wind instruments mixed together when,
何事?
like a beast frantically running through. Ow.
それはこっちの言い分だ。急に飛び出ておいて言うセリフがそれか。
そっちこそぼんやり突っ立ってるな、エミヤ。ゲー。
Why the fuck do you go gay? Well, what's wrong with Emiya? Why do you go gay? Or yikes? Because gay apparently is yikes. Fuyuki, self-proclaimed Black Panther, got up first. It was a sudden greeting by Kaede Makidera from the track club.
なんだ、マキデラか。前見て生きろじゃなくて走れ。
おいつも前を見て走ってるさ。エミヤだって前見てれば今のくらい避けられただろ。
人をなんだと思ってる。
My butt is practically on the floor. It's pathetically on the floor. I feel full of humiliation since Makidera is looking down at me.
エミヤかよ。これでお前と恋に落ちたらどうするんだ？冗談だっつーの。ま、エミヤなら怪我はないな。
I'm more worried about Makidera, the ace of strike, than myself. She looks fine at a glance. I bet she would push herself and hide the fact that she's injured.
今のシーズン重要なんだろ？打ったりひねったりしてないか？
エミヤに気を使われちまった。こっちは全然平気。ほら、エミヤ。
She must have felt bad that I was on the floor this whole time, so she offers me a hand. I try to stand up without her help, and my finger gets caught on a thin chain on the floor.
おや？
Osaka's pendant was still in the pocket of my clothes. I tried to put it away in a hurry, but I noticed that I'm being watched with a suspicious stare.
マキデラ、これは
It must have been ill-matched that I have such jewelry on me. But Makidera's stare isn't any normal stare.
それ同じものを遠坂も持ってた。なんでエミヤが持ってるの？
You know, she just used it on me to resurrect me after I got stabbed. Nothing really special about it.
これか。説明すると長いんだけど。
It's more of an absurd story than a long one, so I can't talk about it in detail. This pendant is a memento of my father, and the design just coincidentally happened to be the same. Should I forge such a story right now? Nah, that's that's gonna look even more fucking suspicious.
もしかしてエミヤ、あんた
遠坂のを盗んだわけじゃないぞ。今も同じものをちゃんとあいつ持ってるし。
じゃあペアってことだね。へえ。
Well, yeah, it's matching. It's actually perfectly matching. Makidera's laugh seems to be strangely delighted, as if to say that's more suspicious than I have matching pendants with Osaka.
いやー、エミヤも隅に置けないね。
Oof.
何を企んでる、マキデラ。
エミヤと遠坂がお揃いのジュエリーだなんて。
So I'm pretty sure she said that, aren't you like lucky? Not are you into a stud? That's quite a different connotation. I feel like it seems like some unsettling plan is being plotted within this Black Panther. I have the same pendant as Tosaka. If such a rumor is spread, who knows what kind of horror the Homuraha boys would rain down upon me. I never realized that saying the name of the school out loud would be so fucking hard. Like, Homuraha. 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 A cold sweat tickles down my forehead. And nauseousness weighs my stomach down.
な、エミヤ、大心あれば敵軍皆殺し。ほら、なんだ、私は見なかったことにしてやってもいいんだぞ。
マキデラ、交換条件はなんだ。クレープか、それともあんみつか。
いや、そんなんじゃなくてさ。
Gonna look it up. Anmitsu. What's that? Anmitsu. Japanese Canton jelly dessert. So it's like a pudding or something. Yeah, I think it is. I see sauces being turned on lots of things, so yeah, I assume it's like a pudding that you turn on other stuff with fruits and whatnot.
そのペンダント売ってる場所、私に教えてくれないかね。
そんなものを知ってどうするんだ。
いいじゃん別に。ほら、そのダサいデザインが逆にかっこいいっていうかさ。何？私もちょっと欲しくなったっていうかさ。それ、エミヤがどっかのショップで買ったんだろ？店教えて。
So doesn't she like she has a weird relationship with Tosaka. I think she likes Tosaka, like romantically. That's why she asks. I don't remember all too well about her. I remember that her friend, the little one, I remember that she can see ghosts, but I don't remember what's going on with Makidera and with the other one. The other one, the one with the white hair. I don't remember what their deal is.
すまない。それは俺も知らない。
This time, it isn't a lie or anything, but that's just the only answer I have. It's not something Tosaka bought either, and its origin is something inherited from ancestors. This isn't an object that can be brought from somewhere.
もしかしてさ、エミヤ、
なんだ？
それあんたがプレゼントしたんじゃなくて、遠坂からプレゼントされたの？
ああ、そういうことにしておいてくれ。
What the fuck is that sentence? Did she give you that as a present instead of giving you as a present? That to you as a present instead of giving it as a present. What the? And what does she say?
それあんたがプレゼントしたんじゃなくて、遠坂からプレゼントされたの
？Okay. It occurred to me how strange reality was when I realized there were two. Ow. This time, it's not an accident, but an attack.
何すんだマギデラ。
この男殺せ、絶対殺せ。
殺すって人がおとなしく2度も3度も殺されると思うなよ。
遠坂にそんな高価な品を貢がせる悪しき男は、私が天に代わって重罰を下してくれるわ。
Whoa, what the fuck was that scream? To think I would be challenged on this day off in the hallway. Why the hell is she this mad about Tosaka and my pendant? I don't know why, but I need to defend myself.
逃げるな、エミヤ。
冗談はよせ。あ、さてはお前さっき足じゃなくて頭打ったんだろ
もはや倒して経験値とそのレアアイテムゲットだぜ。
The Black Panther of Omurahara closes in on me. Oof. If I met anyone with a nickname even remotely similar to Panther in the hallway from now on, I'll run away as fast as I can. Yeah, what the fuck are you gonna do when you meet Taiga? Gonna run away from her? Why the fuck would you do that to her? She's a fucking angel. She doesn't deserve that. Vulgar plagiarism. So, we have Sakura, Lancer. So we're not gonna advance the plot because we're looking for KOIKOI, and I think those will advance the plot and not set us on the path to KOIKOI. So if we go to Ryudo, I think we're gonna talk to Caster, and I quite like the Caster scenes. So let's hope. Is it the archer scene with the cat? This one? I hope it is. Oh no, it's not. It can be. Sorry, but I clicked it on it. It's too late. I remember that scene because we haven't even met Archer, so there's no way we would see the scene with the cat. That one's a good scene. I wonder which scene it is. Is it the quiz? No, it's not the quiz, because the quiz is supposed to happen at the castle. So I wonder what scene it is. I disappear in the woods behind the temple. The vast, mountainous landscape below my eyes reminds me of how pure and unadulterated nature still is out here. When I remember that the Einsburn forest lies beyond the mountain, It makes the familiar scene feel like something from a foreign land. I've been out this way and seen these sights many times before. It shouldn't feel special after all this time. Okay, yeah, we're getting Angra's flashbacks now. I squint my eyes at the blazing sunlight. I close my eyes at the breathtaking vista. Somehow, this quiet makes me feel at ease. If I forgot about my worries and rest here, I bet I could stay here taking in the sights until the stars came out.
いや、そんな場合じゃない。甲羅干しはまたの機会にしないと。
Winter break could work, but everything would be snowed in by then. We can have another camp out here next summer then. I think a picnic would make everyone happy.
来年か。気の長い話だな。
What will even be left by this place by then? That's a different story. I groaned and stretched my back, then leisurely leave the cemetery. It's past 9 p.m. after dinner. Dinner ended without any major incidents, and everyone returned to their own rooms. It's still too early to sleep, so how should I enjoy the rest of my time? Spend time at the Emiya household. Go sleep in for today. Go investigate the town at night. Well, we're gonna sleep. We're gonna spend time because like I said, I'm really sure that this one is gonna kill us. So we don't want that yet. And we have, what's that? Awakening Future. I don't remember what the interrogation marks mean. I think it just means that I've seen the scene. Oh no, it's a character I haven't seen. Like, I don't know, but I've already seen the scene. Yeah. I think that's what it means. So we're gonna talk to Saber, since I've been neglecting her since the beginning of the of the playthrough. As for my business with Saber, ask about the Holy Grail War. Should ask her about her underwear. I don't really feel like it, but I should at least ask once. What does Saber think of the resumed Holy Grail War? I remind myself to stay as level-headed as possible and call her beyond the sliding door.
今の状況をどう思っているかですか？
まあ、こうやって面と向かって話してなかったからな。一度は聞いておこうと思って。
それは構わないのですが、果たして私の話で手がかりがつかめるものか、シローの力になれればいいのですが。
力にならなくてもいいよ。今日はセイバーの話を聞きに来ただけなんだ。参考意見じゃなくて、普通にセイバーの考えを知っておこうと思って。
ああ、私の考えですか？
そう。今後の方針とか、誰が怪しいとか、そういうのでも構わない。セイバーが今の状況をどう思っていて、どこがおかしくて、これからどうしたいのかを聞かせてほしい。
It's quiet for a moment. Saber seems to be agonizing her thoughts, overthinking too deeply. I start to feel anxious during the pause. I wonder if she'll say something I don't even realize.
そうですね。なぜ聖杯戦争が再開されたのか、私には分かりません。ですが、戦いが再び始まったのなら、勝利しなければならない。私のマスターに敗北は許しませんから。
Yeah.
なんか懐かしいセリフだな、それ。
Well, yeah, but that's the best attitude you have. Not even considering defeat.
はい、意識して使ってみました。シローが必ず勝利できるよう願をかけてみたのです。
Really? I'd say it just felt more like a pep talk than a wish. From a bystander's point of view, it might even seemed like a threat.
私の考えはそれだけです。騒ぎが起きないうちはこうして過ごし、何者かが牙を剥くのならこれを撃つ。私たちサーバント自体が災いであるのなら、その災いをもって敵に思い知らせるのです。シローが言ってくれた通り、当然のように皆を守る力であるために。
So that's what Saber say. So, what? Sorry about that. So that's what Saber thinks. She just wants to protect our life together, like I do. I'm incredibly happy to hear that. But a fundamental question still springs to mind.
俺もその方針でいいと思う。けどセイバー、今の状況正しいと思うか？
それは言うまでもないことではないでしょうか。聖杯戦争が再開された以上、予断を許さない状況ですし。
そうだな。半年前みたいに全員がやる気になったら大変だ。まあ目的がないんだから誰も競争なんてしないんだけど。
Still, I wanted to hear Saber's clear view on right and wrong.
そうですね。聖杯は私たちが破壊した。それだけは正しいと言い切れる。最後の夜、あなたと二人で長い石段を登ったことを私は忘れません。
まあその後は離れ離れになっちまったけど、最後には合流できたんだっけ
？Sorry about that, I just blinked out a second. So they were talking probably about climb the stone steps together. Okay, yeah, she's talking about the UBW ending. Yeah, yeah.
お互い相手には苦労したと思うけど。
ええ、私は英雄を。
Now she's
シロは神父。
talking about the ending of the Fate Route.
私は瓶の霊樹で聖杯を破壊した。
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's mixing the two endings together. That's actually the two endings. The good UBW ending with the only ending of the Fate Route. That's how the war was settled half a year ago. I fought alongside Saber during her time in Fuyuki. It's probably the only way things could have ended.
シロ、どうしたのです？不思議そうな顔をして。聖杯がなければサーバント同士では戦わないという考えはおかしいですか？
いや、基本的には正しいと思う。
Oh, it just makes he's just weirded out by the fact that two timelines have converged, so he has memories of both, and both lie in contradiction to each other. So, typical typical worries.
まあ他の連中に探りを入れて危険かどうか判断しなくちゃいけないけどね。
I've confirmed what Saber thinks. Now we just need to do the same for other servants as soon as I can.
シロ、どうしました？トイレですか？
What the fuck is that question?
いや、話も聞けたし、今夜は早めに戻って休むよ。
We were having a nice serious moment, and why the fuck do you ask that question?
時間を取らせてすまなかった。
あ、はい。おやすみなさい、シロ。時間的にはまだ余裕がありますが、確かに疲れているようですし。
ああ、セイバーもおやすみ。
We exchange our farewells, and I close the door. It's dark outside. I gaze up at the ominously shaped moon through the... I gaze up the ominously shaped moon through my window. Sorry about that, I don't know why ominously is so hard for me to say. Ominously. Ominous. The ominous shaped moon through my window. Well, I'm glad that worked out for me. Yeah, I already said that, sorry about that. Absently, I speak as if I'm inviting the moon here. I didn't learn anything new, but the time spent was worth it. So he's actually talking to himself, because the moon is also himself. And he's Angha, so that's why he's saying that. Now, I go back to my room and sleep. Saber's answer. Where does Saber's answer flag? Day 3. So, Sakura, okay. School. And nothing here. So, I wonder what serves the purpose of the bridge here. Because, is it because in the original they couldn't somehow have have the full map on the same screen? That's why, yeah, but it's still released in 2004, so just making a menu and being able to pick stuff, I think it's something that, well, it's definitely something that wasn't too demanding for computers back then. Or is it because of the aspect ratio, so you wouldn't be able to have the entire city in one pan? But still, it's a bit annoying because it doesn't, like, I'm clicking on the button, but well, now it's doing it consistently, but before it wasn't. So, well, anyway, I'm just rambling on. Let's go see Sakura. I'll go talk to Sakura about lunch. We have a big family to feed. It's a lot easier when we both work at it together. Sakura normally lives at the Mato residence, but she stays at my house on weekends and long holidays. Ryder and Saber prefer the Japanese-style room in the main building, while Sakura and Tosaka prefer the Western-style rooms in the guest house. On top of that, Fujine and Ilya show up sometimes for meals, so the population of the Emiya household has exploded.
Sakura, いるか?
先輩ですか？ちょっとダメ。いや、いいです。はい。
I have no idea if it's okay to go in or not. I think the fine gave me permission to enter, or maybe she was telling me she's fine for now and I should come back later. I did suddenly intrude on her, so maybe I should leave and come back after all.
おい、忙しいなら後にするけど。
Looking to avoid the usual changing shenanigans.
そんなことはありません。はい、どうぞ。
それじゃあお邪魔します。
お待たせしました。先輩、どんなご用ですか？
あ、その昼の相談に来たんだ。
And all that talk about lunch made me fucking hungry. And those fucking Japanese dishes earlier too. Oh my god, it's making me really hungry.
ちょっと早いけど、早めに来ればさくらとのんびりできるかと思って。
I just ate some porridge in the morning. At dinner 2 eggs. So I should be fine, but when you're big like me, you need a bit more.
それは
ざいます。
いや、お礼を言われるようなことじゃないけど。
I feel bashful now too. How pathetic. I should be used to being around her, but I start to feel shy whenever we're alone together.
はい。それじゃあゆっくりくつろいでいってください。先輩。
Well, it's his home, so...
悪い。なんか立て込んでたみたいだけど。
違うんです。ちょっと二度寝しちゃって。でもですね、先輩のおかげで目が覚めましたから、ぐうたらさんにならずに済みました。その意味でありがとうございましたというのはどうでしょうか。
ああ、そういうことか。なら遠慮なく。
I have no reason to refuse now. I enter and sit down in Sakura's bedroom. There's a faint sweet aroma in the air. Is that perfume? Is that perfume or air freshener?
少し強すぎました。
別に冷房も暖房も。
いえ、先輩も香りに気がついたみたいで、少しフレグランスを使ったんですけど。
So it was perfume. I don't know what brand it is, but it smelled good. So Sakura uses it too.
ちょっとつけた方がいいかなって。
That's the type of things that, you know, it's always nice to smell on girls, but I just have two categories. It smells good and it smells bad. That's it.
いや、まあ似合うと思う。
And I always feel bad because it's like I'm not appreciating enough. If it's good or if it's bad. Well, yeah, well, if it's bad, you're not appreciating that. That's obviously obvious. But I mean, you know, the effort the girl made in picking the perfume and, you know, picking one that compliments her, stuff like that. I'm just it smells good or it doesn't. And it does make me feel bad, actually. I can't properly appreciate it like women do. Women do, sorry. The person who uses perfume most often in our household is Tosaka, I think. She's pretty conscious about using different scents for different situations. So I would have thought that it was Sakura or Ryder who could be the most perfumey girls. Tosaka, yeah, it makes sense, but I wouldn't have picked her for someone who you know uses perfume a lot. She doesn't strike me as the type, but seems I'm wrong.
遠坂の場合は変な薬の匂いをごまかすためにつけてるけど、さくらは違うんだろ?
Ah, yeah, okay, no. That's a good reason for her to use perfume. And I was in a way kind of right because well, Sakura uses it more for to pretty herself up rather than Tosaka, who uses it to hide the scents, strange odors or stuff like that. Boy, that sounds bad when I say she uses it to hide strange odors. Oh, don't pile on me, Tosaka. Fine, she's not smelly. She's not a smelly girl.
私は見よう見まねです。姉さんはいろいろやってますから大変ですよ。
Have they been giving each other makeup lessons? What harmonious sibling relationship?
なるほど。けど、俺には似合わない話かな。さくらと遠坂がしてる分には聞いてて華やかだけど。
そうですか？男性でもコロンとかちゃんと使うと素敵ですよ。
つけたらセイバーや三つ釣りあたりに男が香水臭いなんてダジャクだと怒られそうだ。
I don't think Saber would. She wouldn't, you know, have any. I feel like Saber wouldn't have any strong opinions toward using cologne. Mitsuzuri, well, she's not your girl, so so it's fine. She can get mad. Do what you want, my boy.
三つ釣り先輩は怒りそうですね。三つ釣り先輩のこと神格化してますから。
Okay, it's been a while. I don't remember that Shiro and Mitsuzuri had ever that kind of relationship. In my mind, yeah, in my memories, they were kind of friendly to each other, but it stopped there. I don't remember any worship. Well, obviously, any elevation Mitsuzuri did towards Shiro. I have no no memory of that.
似合うと思いますよ。ライダーもちゃんと専用のにしたいんですけどね。あんまり気を使わないからな。
いろいろ大変だな。しかし
As I sit in Sakura's room, I remember all the members of our household who come up as we were talking.
増えたな。この家も住人が。
そうですよね。私がこっちにお邪魔するときには賑やかでいいなと思ったんですけど、ここまで増えるなんて思いませんでした。
Yeah, but when you started coming over, let's just say that anything that wouldn't be involving Bugs or Shinji would feel lively, so even a deserted library would be an improvement. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Sakura laughs. Right. Only she and Fujine know what this house used to be like. It's changed a lot in a short time. I'm not sure whether to be impressed or shocked.
誰か出かけるとあっという間に誰もいなくなる家だったな。ここも。
She nods. Fujine comes and goes, but doesn't live here. Sakura comes over to help with breakfast and dinner, but she didn't used to stay over the night during the day. She didn't. Well, of course she didn't used to stay the night over during the day because it was day. It wasn't fucking night. But she didn't used to stay to stay over during the day. Sorry about that. For a long time, I was the only person who lived here. It didn't make me feel lonely, but now that I look back, that was rather.
そうですね。
Well, it was rather
こ
lonely.
んな広いお屋敷に先輩一人なんだって最初は結構びっくりしちゃいました。
Whoops. Sorry, I'm just because that was rather. Yeah, he doesn't say that was rather lonely. Yeah. So sorry, I was just a bit confused because we didn't see the ending to that sentence yet. So I was like, did I mess something up or no? But no, I was right. It was over 2 years ago. Back then, Sakura was a serious girl who never smiled. She showed up one day with a brooding look and said she wanted to start coming here.
そうだったか？さくらの家も随分と広いけど。
いいえ、先輩の家の広さと私の家の広さは違います。マトウの家は初めから人嫌いです。けど ここの部屋たちはすごく満たされたがっていました。
Yeah, well, the house has been uninviting, but the family also. So, like I said, let's not. What's considered lively for you and inviting, you might be a bit biased towards what those mean.
ライダーもこっちの方が落ち着くって喜んでくれましたし、セイバーさんだってきっとそう感じ取っているはずです。
そうなのかな。
Well, Saber never lived anywhere else in the. She did stay in the church during the UBW, but that's it. And of course, that wasn't as inviting and as welcoming of a place as Emiya's house was, especially with what Castor was doing to her.
俺は合宿所みたいになったとか、分担するようになって掃除の手間が省けたかなとか思ってたけど。
昔は大変でしたよね。先輩の家の大掃除。
Sakura smiles, fondly remembering the past. There are still a lot of unused rooms, but before most of them were used for storage. Buildings quickly fall into ruin when people don't live in them. It was quite an undertaking to clean the entire compound.
ああ、今年の年末の大掃除は随分楽ができそうだ。
Yeah, living alone, the Emiya house would be, well, I assume he did have the help of Taiga and perhaps even Taiga's father, because that seems quite a lot of cleaning to do for just a little boy. Even a teen, I think it's a bit much to live in such a big house, but nowadays, well, now in Holo Ataraxia, I think he has quite the happy house life.
ライダーはお掃除得意ですよ。だから大船に乗ったつもりでドーンと。
Yeah, Ryder does strike me as the type to be good at cleaning. Let's see. In fact, I think only Saber. Well, Saber, I don't think she'd clean after someone else, but I think she'd clean after her own stuff. I think Taiga, yeah, well, we already know she hoarders in the house, so there's no way she's cleaning too. Perhaps only if she's cleaning at the end of the year, like Shiro mentions. Sure, well, of course she cleans. I don't think Rin is someone that would be a cleaner. So yeah, Ryder and Sakura, yeah, they obviously would be quite good at cleaning too. So those are my thoughts. Sakura looks as proud as she is talking about herself. Ryder does like keeping things tidy, but her bigger asset would be her strength, I guess.
しかし、
はい。
昔みたいに静かなのが懐かしいと思ったことはないか。
The question slips out. No reason for it, it's just that what I'm wondering at the moment.
先輩と二人っきりになれないのはちょっと残念かなって思います。
She's right. We used to be the only ones in the house before Fujine come over for breakfast, and she often used to wake me up in the shed. Is she saying she wishes she could be alone with me right now?
そうか。
I added the right now. Just said now. The realization takes me by surprise. I used to see her as a little sister, but she's matured so much that I have mixed feelings about staying as a brother figure. In an attempt to avoid eye contact, My eyes wander over to the bed.
でもですね、先輩。賑やかなのがやっぱりいいです。お料理もたくさん作れますし。
But me, I'm not avoiding eye contact with you, the viewer. I'm not as shy as Shiro. I'm looking you directly in the eyes. When I glance over, it's just because I can't look both in the eyes and in the screen at the same time.
そうだな。
Or
お風呂の順番が大変だったり、お洗濯物が多かったりしますけど、全然平気です。
まあ、その辺も善処しよう。二人で。
yeah, let's do our best together. We both rush and to agree with each other. I wonder if Sakura's trying as hard to hide her pounding heart as I am.
先輩は昔の静かなのが懐かしいんですか？
いや、そうでもないかな。昔は昔で今は今だし、いいところ悪いところは半々だろう。
No, that isn't true. I don't have a single bad thing to say about life right now.
ですね。私ももっと賑やかでもいいかなって。
Well, you're technically living your dream. so that's why you probably don't have anything to say bad about it right now.
今度は誰が来るんだ？誰が？
You say it's hard to imagine him coming all the way down from the mountain. You never know. Even Tosaka's been coming over recently.
イリアちゃんと藤村先生がこっちにお引っ越ししてきませんかね。
So I think in the game you can make Ilya come to the house at night, but I don't remember one if it's a path you have to take to clear the game, or if it's just an optional side quest or something. But I think I remember you can do that. And well, Tosaka obviously comes back at the half point of the game.
イリアは大
So
変
she
そう。
stays here, yeah. She stays in the house too. Her maids would have to come with her, and so we'd have to suddenly accommodate 3 more people. We're almost at capacity as it is. Then I lightly slap my thigh in realization.
しかし、どちらにしてもだ、さくら。人数が増えても減っても、我々台所組に対しての期待と責任は大きいからな。努力しよう。
The number of cooks want to increase, even if the residents do. We actually used to have too many cooks compared to residents.
やっぱり腕の振るいがいがあります。
So you know who I think would be a great cook in Fate? I think Sela would be an amazing cook. I have that impression. I don't know if there's actually a scene with her cooking in this game, or if it's from somewhere else, like Prismalia or Carnival Phantasm. I don't remember if she shows up and cooks in Carnival Phantasm. But I feel like she'd be a really good cook.
食欲の秋だしな、今は。
そうですね。まだまだ私に教えてくださいね、先輩。
I'm starting to get a little hungry after this chat. Yeah, I'm starving myself. Maybe it's about time.
さくら、昼食どうしようか。
台所に行ってから考えましょう。先輩と2人ならどんなお料理もできちゃいますから。
そっか。じゃあ他の昼食メンバーが誰か確かめてくるか。
We stand up and leave Sakura's room together. It's a typical, unremarkable morning. Our warm, uneventful days have been passing in peace and quiet. Roulette rotation. Hey there, Mitsuri. Yeah, she's just gonna turn us away. I don't think we even can get in the church. But let's talk to Mitsuzuri. She's fun. I finished my lunch, so maybe I'll try taking a stroll. The #1 leisure spot in the city, Waterfront Park. Is the perfect date spot for couples. Date? Couples? No, it's my precious alone time. I shouldn't think about unnecessary things, I just need to relax. It's a bright and good day for a nap, but it starts getting windy and chilly in the afternoon. The pleasure of being able to waste this valuable time.
おおエミヤ、なんたる偶然かな。
Hey there, Mitsuzuri. Not really surprising as I can choose to see you. I hear a familiar voice.
三つ釣りサボりか。
何部活？まるで私が練習の虫みたいな言い方だね。それを言ったら昔のお前の方が私よりよほど真面目だったじゃないか。
だからその俺に負けじと頑張ってたのが三つ釣りお前じゃないか。
Mitsuzuri's pseudo servant when I mean, technically she's also she's a Shiki face, so I guess she's already indirectly in the game in FGO. But Mitsuzuri, the servant when, and Shinji, the servant when. Gonna have him as 1 star. Was I passionate? I was so busy in my part-time job and housework that impression of the archery range is faint, to be honest. And what I really want is Shinji Alter, who's actually a really great guy. That would be so fucking funny to have Shinji Alter be a fucking really nice and polite guy.
Doctor? 今の主力メンバーでも私とエミヤ以上にイバに出てくるやつっていなかったぞ。エミヤはバイトもしてるし、どうしてか生徒会も手伝ってるし、一体全体いつ遊んでるんだろうって。
三つ釣りだって似たようなものだろ。
Yeah, but he doesn't have fun. Can do it with his survivor's guild. I guess that's his one. Well, that's the only advantage he has because of it.
オンとオフはきっちりつけるんだ、私は。人様に見えないところでいろいろリフレッシュしてんの。
俺だって勉強、バイト、余暇の区別はつけてる。
どうだか？エミヤはオンオフっていうか、オンオンオン
Mitsuzuri laughs in a refreshing manner. People say to keep a good work-life balance, but in actuality, I don't really know how. Resting is also part of work.
なんて思っていたわけですが、最近人が変わったかのように遊んでいるエミヤは、今日はデートか何か？待ち合わせ？
Waiting for you, Mitsuzuri. Just as I was thinking she's unnecessarily sharp, she says that. Going on a date? Well, I can say I don't go on them.
待ってくれ。その言い方だと俺がシンジみたいに聞こえないか？
あいつは遊びすぎ。まあエミヤにも少しはシンジっぽいところもあれば、こっちの気も楽なんだけどね。
Genuinely, how? The difference between being disgusted and relieved is subtle. Well, she's also by herself even while saying that too.
じゃあ三つ釣りはデートの待ち合わせ中なわけだ。
私が？誰と？どこで？
そこで少しは相手がいるのじゃよとか強がってみるとか、そういう可愛い対応はないのか？
なんだよエミヤ、 昔ならそこでそうかってサバサバしてたのにな。今じゃホワホワしてデート向けの女の子が大好きですラブラブって感じなのか？
You know, now love soft. Do you know love soft girls that are into dates or something? Yeah. Sorry about that. I was confused because I was reading now as no, so I'm like, what? And by the way, that's not what she said. You can clearly hear her going, well, let's hear it again.
なんだよエミヤ、昔ならそこでそうかってサバサバしてたのにな。今じゃホワホワしてデート向けの女の子が大好きですラブラブって感じなのか？
Where's the love? Where is it? Where's the love?
語弊があるぞ。とにかくだったら三綴も今一人きりか？
お互い様。でもへえ。
Mitsuzuri nods repeatedly. As though eventually convinced, she claps her hands together.
よし、これもご縁だ。遠坂の代わりに付き合え。
Sure.
俺がお前と
Sorry, Tosaka fans.
付き合い？
I like her, but I like her as more a friend than a love interest. Sorry about that, Tosaka fans. I'd trade Mitsuzuri for Tosaka. Well, sorry. I'd trade Tosaka for Mitsuzuri anytime.
買い物のお供ぐらいしろってことだ。ま、エミヤと一緒なんてめったにないからな。時にはこういうトンチキなお供でも悪くないだろう。
Well, what came back in response to my murmur is a rather manly reply. In fact, I feel like Issei has more feminine euphemism. As I'm convinced about that, Mitsuzuri pouts in dissatisfaction.
なんだい、私じゃ不満かい？
誰もそんなこと言ってないぞ。
そうだよな。いつもお相手がマトウに遠坂にセーバーさんだもんな。私じゃお役に足りないってことか。贅沢すぎるぞエミヤは。その辺認識ある？君の瞳に惨敗。
綺麗どころがご所望ならライダーを紹介するが。
She shuts up as I mentioned her weak subject. How do I say this? It's more like rather wants to rent Mitsuzuri.
いいよ別に。だいたいライダーさんはエミヤのじゃなくてマトウの付き添いじゃないか。
さくらだって2つ返事で承認のはずだ。いや、貸した借りたじゃなくて今日はどうするんだ？付き合うってどこへ？
The conversation seems to be going in a weird direction, so I turn the steering wheel with force, or rather turn it back.
よしよし。まあなんだ。飯は食っただろうからお茶でも付き合いなさい。その後は CD 屋で新婦さらってゲーセンな。
それはあれか。俺がゲーム遊戯施設のピコポコした雰囲気が増えてと知ってのお誘いか？
I can only play games like Shogi and Tycoon. As I'm vaguely filled with anxiety, Mitsuzuri sighs. No, you're gonna also play games like KOIKOI. That's the truth. You're gonna become the KOIKOI champion.
もうまったく遠坂といいエミヤといい、このご時世にありえないアナクロちゃんだな。マトウなんかあれでなかなか。
Well, actually, you're not gonna become the KOIKOI master. It's gonna be Ilya and Taiga, because the first character they gave you is also the most broken character they gave you in that minigame.
いや、遠坂のアナクロぶりには遠く及ばないぞ、俺。
I attempt to object. Can I exchange my practical skills of fixing a machine that's broken down to the screws with using electrical appliances on a daily basis?
そういうことは携帯電話くらい持ってから言いなさいって。まあメール打ってるエミヤの姿も想像できないけどな。
Very true.
やっぱり持たなきゃいけないのかな、携帯。猫さんには会うたび言われたりするけど。
Mizuri looks at me in confusion, hearing Miss Neko.
バイト先の人。藤姉の大昔のクラスメート。
ああ、コペンハーゲンのお姉さん。そうだよ、バイトならシフトの連絡とかで必要だろ。
俺の場合、仕事以外のいろいろヘルプ用っぽいけど。
So maybe I shouldn't get one after all.
まあそれこそエミヤの勝手っつうかプライベートだけど、時間の問題じゃないか、きっと。
Mrs. Lee laughs. She really laughs like she's having fun, so...
そのあたりもエミヤに指南してやらなきゃな。授業にはちゃんと遠坂も連れてこいよ。
逃げるぞ、あいつは。
If the teacher, Mitsuzuri, looks at Tosaka all smug, I bet she'll be muttering from start to finish, overcome with defeat.
そっか、先にエミヤとセーバーさんに教え込んでから、できないのはあんただけよって言った方があいつ向きかね。はてさて。
Mitsuzuri is nodding without smirking. She thinks of a brainwashing plan. Nevertheless, she's going up against that stubborn Tosaka. Good luck. I wouldn't be able to.
まあさておき、とりあえずはエミヤとゲーセンだな。体感系ならいい勝負ができるだろ。うん。
Oh yeah, what she's saying, hands-on? Even if I were to go to the arcade with Mitsuzuri, the only ones I'd be able to play are
あの
KOIKOI.
拳銃のやつとかか？
Oh no, you're gonna play KOIKOI.
いいな。エミヤならそういうの得意そうだし、意外にコンティニューに頼らなくて済むかな。とりあえず駅前に移動な。お茶くらいはおごるからさ。
So, I don't actually remember if they mention... Well, if there's an event at the arcade, I think there is. Because, well, they're talking about it, but I don't remember if... I don't remember ever going there when I played it. And also, what would be the shooting game that they're mentioning? An arcade in 2004.
いや、
I have no idea.
割り勘で。
I follow Mitsuzuri, who starts walking. Isn't this a date after all? To think that myself. I think that to myself, but maybe that's better left unsaid.
ほらエミヤ、ぼーっとするな。私は男とゲーセン行くの初めてなんだから。そうだ、パンチ力測ろうよ、パンチ力。
Mitsuzuri hurries me as if she's having too much fun. This is far from a date. Oh, it is, it is. We've already seen that, so let's see if I were to skip. Is it control? Probably. And if I want to see... spend time, go investigate the town that night. So I don't remember if we're day 3. I don't remember if we're day 3 or day 4. I haven't. So investigate the town at night or sleep for the day. Let's investigate the town at night. Oh no, it's gonna be a bad end. And we're gonna probably it's gonna be the end of the video, that event. I'll go check out the town. I know what Saber said, but there are things I can't know unless I'm alone. Yeah, sorry about that, Shio. I'm sending out to the walls, literally. I sleep outside, doing my best to stay unnoticed. It's peaceful around the Emiya house. No, not a suspicious figure
な
inside.
るほど。これは半年前の再現になるんだ。
Why did I go outside alone, you ask? Why didn't I ask Saber for help? An outside observer would be able to understand. Well, of course, because that's a meta line. That's a meta line. because there's no other choice. No matter how little danger there is, any rational person would know better than to venture outside alone. Just because there aren't any enemies around doesn't mean that there isn't something strange going on in town. Apparently, acting alone is only useful as fishing strategy to offer myself up as bait. Speaking for myself, I know it's bad that I don't even know my own intentions until I act.
気まぐれで選んだんだけどな。ま、何事も経験だ。
What? Yeah, you're gonna learn about the experience, alright. I started walking, staring up at the night sky. I can go back to the house if I sense danger, and hole up in my room until tomorrow. I gaze at the moon. The moonlight illuminates the darkness, making the air feel clear and serene. Now then, I hope I can find something so out of the ordinary that even a blockhead like me can understand it. Okay. So let's go to North neighborhood. Doesn't really matter at that point. Nothing out of the ordinary here. There's zero foot traffic. I can hear the bustle of family life coming from inside the houses. The town is the picture of peace, and this moonlight night is the perfect time for an evening stroll.
異常なし。次行ってみるか。
I leave the Japanese-style neighborhoods behind. Are we gonna see the shadows? Yeah. Once I do, I spot a few pedestrians in the corner of my eye. The brief sight leaves a faint impression in my memory, as thin as origami paper. Oh well, since I was wrong, we're not gonna die. It's time to head back. I don't necessarily need to turn up anything tonight. There's always tomorrow. I return to the Emiya house. There's still some time before the night is over. And fourth day. So there's Ilya. Yeah, that's gonna be our for the next time we play, for the next stream. We're gonna go see Ilya because that's the road to KOIKOI. But nowadays, today that's gonna be all, folks. I'm feeling really hungry, and I'm gonna go eat something. So see you later.